Hi folks, welcome to Thursday's Coffee with Jesus. We are very much getting into this feeding of the 5,000 and noticing some of the details, which I think is what makes it fascinating. And again, it just helps us understand who Christ is. You know, we say we're having coffee with Jesus. What I mean by that is we're getting to know them. If I say to somebody, look, let's meet up for a coffee, it's not that because I have interesting coffee, I can drink coffee without them. It's so that I can get them to know them better and they get to know me. And here we have Jesus saying, so let's read chapter 6, verse 10. Jesus said, make the people sit down. There was plenty of grass in that place, and they sat down. About 5,000 men were there. Jesus then took the loaves, gave thanks, and distributed to those who were seated as much as they wanted. He did the same with the fish. So let's just reflect on a couple of things there for us to learn about Jesus and to apply to ourselves. Now, Jesus asked the people to sit down because there was plenty of grass, we were told. Now, this is on the Golan Heights, and in the summer, the grass would be all burned up. So this indicates that it took place in the spring. It's like just now around us, because we've had such a wet winter, everything is very, very green, but I would expect over the next wee while, in fact, I've noticed this already outside our house, that some of the grass is turning brown. Well, this is in the spring. It was the time of the Passover. And according to Mark, and remember that this miracle is taught in all four of the Gospels, so you get different details, but according to Mark, they sat in groups of hundreds and fifties. And then Jesus does this. I love this. He takes the loaves and he gives thanks. Eucharisto, giving thanks. Imagine asking God's blessings on food when there was no food. There's an old prayer for what we are about to receive. May the Lord make us truly thankful. You know, in the Presbyterian Church in the Highlands in Scotland, and I think in the Dutch Church as well, people used to talk about giving thanks and returning thanks. You gave thanks for what you were about to eat, and then after the meal, you thank God for what you had eaten. Well, here, giving thanks, Jesus is giving thanks. I'm sure the people are really surprised. What's going on here? For what we are about to receive, may the Lord make us truly thankful. Well, we ain't got any food. We can't see any food. And we're sitting in groups of 50 and 100, and it's not just even that there's 5,000, because notice again what he says here. He says there were 5,000 men. Well, this wasn't a men's convention. Once you factor in women and children, this probably means this was the feeding of the 15,000, not the feeding of the 5,000. And again, I love this picture of Jesus taking the bread and breaking it, and then it multiplies. I don't know, I had communion at a church this last Sunday, and I am so fed up with these little plastic things that you get, that you have to peel off, that you get the juice, and underneath you get a wee bit of wafer. I don't know, I love the symbolism of a loaf of bread that you break and you pass around. I know health and safety wouldn't allow us to do it and all the rest of it. But I feel I want to get back to kind of proper communion. Anyway, that's an aside, really. But this image of Jesus breaking bread, and there's more, and breaking bread, and there's more, and breaking bread, and there's more. It's an extraordinary and wonderful and beautiful miracle that Christ is able to take that and to multiply it. So, oh my goodness, I just looked at the time there. That's more than enough time for you. So God bless you. Hopefully see you again tomorrow. Bye.